iPhone 11 Pro review. Let's have a quick look at the specifications. Display, 5.80-inch 1125 by 2436. Processor, Apple A13 Bionic. Front camera, 12 MP. Rear camera, 12 MP plus 12 MP plus 12 MP. RAM, 4 GB. Storage, 64 GB. Battery capacity, 3046 mAh. OS, iOS 13. Apple has ditched the iPhone XS and XS Max for the new iPhone 11 Pro and iPhone 11 Pro Max. These two new 2019 models sit at the top of the range above the standard iPhone 11 and, as their names suggest, feature additional features for those who really want the best of the best. But by adding a Pro label, has the new iPhone 11 Pro put itself out of reach of most users? Will people be okay with that triple camera arrangement to the rear? And does the iPhone 11 actually make the best sense of all? The new iPhone uses the same design language as found in the iPhone XS, at least in all but the cameras department. That means the same 5.8-inch OLED display, which has been improved in terms of brightness and contrast, but more on that in a bit, and you still get the polished stainless steel chassis with glass back. The rear glass has been toughened to withstand more knocks, bumps, water, and dust. However, it has changed to introduce a new camera section and now gets a matte frosted finish, so it doesn't reflect as much. The biggest design change is the addition of a third camera on the rear of the device, which takes the camera from being more integrated to a now major "look at me" part of the design language. This is a phone that wants you to know it has 3 cameras. Those cameras protrude from the case and, rather than being hidden in a single block, each has its own lens frame. It's certainly a polarizing design, with some of the people we've asked either loving the bold lines or hating them. While the iPhone 11 gets 6 colors to choose from, the iPhone 11 Pro has 4 color options. The first 3, space gray, silver, gold, are the same as the iPhone XS range, while the fourth, the new midnight green, we think is the best of the bunch, coming across as a dark forest-like hue. While the iPhone 11 Pro features the same size display as the XS, at 5.8 inches, it's not the same display and comes with some considerable upgrades. Also of note, it's a marginally smaller screen than you'll find in the iPhone 11. There's still true tone support and a wide color gamut, but it now offers up to 1200 nits peak brightness, more than enough for high dynamic range (HDR) video playback, and an up to 2:1 contrast ratio, which is twice that of the iPhone XS. That's why Apple is running with the new Super Retina XDR name. You can really see the difference between this model and the previous OLED iPhone models, and everything really pops, be it luscious game graphics, dark scenes, or vibrant explosions. So whether watching movies, catching up on Netflix, or playing games, this screen really sings. One of the surprising new additions to the iPhone 11 Pro is the introduction of spatial audio. We were incredibly skeptical about the new technology at the launch event, but listening to it at home and on the go, we're really impressed. It's so good that we can't differentiate between it and the newly added support for Dolby Atmos when it's present, like on a movie from the Apple iTunes Store. A new iPhone usually means a new processor. For 2019, Apple has moved to the A13 Bionic, an upgrade from the iPhone XS A12 Bionic, which means more speed. Everything is smooth, loads fast, and works without lag, but we found that to be the case with the iPhone XS last year, so our day-to-day hasn't been affected really. We've just reached that point where performance is at such a high level. What you will notice is a vastly improved battery life. In a range of tests, when playing games, shooting video, and general usage while traveling out and about to meetings across London, the iPhone 11 Pro has more than enough juice to last the day and then some. However, what isn't included in the iPhone 11 Pro is bilateral or reverse wireless charging, which would allow you to charge your AirPods or Apple Watch by placing them on the back of the device, something that Apple competitors, such as Huawei and Samsung, offer in various devices. Another disappointing exclusion from the spec sheet is 5G connectivity. It's something the networks were probably hoping for, considering that other makers are already there. If you like photography, then Apple has its sights on impressing you. The iPhone 11 Pro features 3 cameras on the back to offer a comprehensive package. You now get a 12-megapixel regular wide camera, 26mm equivalent, 12-megapixel 2x zoom, 52mm equivalent, and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide lens, 13mm equivalent, on the back. Numerous tests show that if you can stand still, photograph something that isn't moving too much and have at least some light present, it won't work in complete darkness, but then no camera will, then you'll be more than happy with the results. Final verdict, the iPhone 11 Pro leans on its cameras to really impress, the addition of that ultra-wide lens making for a superb and versatile triple camera system. The screen is better than the previous XS model, too, and we find the size of this Pro much more sensible than the ultra-massive Pro Max. However, there's an argument that the whole Pro cell won't be for all. The additional camera adds bulk and not all will like the design of it, while the standard iPhone 11 will be more than enough to suit most people's needs. Ultimately, if you want to have the best that Apple makes, then you go for the iPhone 11 Pro. It's stylish, especially in the midnight green finish, feature-packed, the battery life is great, and the screen is superb. Pros: camera a real step forward. Sizable battery upgrade. New matte finish on back. Cons: similar to iPhone XS visually. Few non-camera upgrades. To check latest price on Amazon, click the link in description below. Thanks for watching.